One thing that I think is really important for teachers at any stage of their development, but especially if they've been doing it for a long time and they're really checking into who they are now as a teacher, because let's face it, we do grow as teachers over time. We learn a lot about ourselves. I think it's really important to recheck your philosophy statement along the way, and I've done this over the past couple years. I think it can be an actual exercise or activity you do once a year, just so you stay fresh and so you understand what you hope to share with children and families. You know, I know the big parts of my philosophy statement as it stands now is that I want to instill a sense of community in my classroom. And that's my first and foremost task, is to help children feel connected to each other. This is their first opportunity to work together in a unit outside of their nuclear family. And what an important opportunity, but also a challenge that is. So as, I guess, the leader of that community, I really feel like, in essence, all the activities I do in the classroom must refer back to that idea about instilling that sense of community. I also really want to honor the learning styles of the children in the room, and that takes a lot of study. That takes also a lot of patience and time. You're going to have to really work with children as individuals, but also as a collective group. And I think when you get a chance to help a child understand how they learn, you're setting them up for success all along their journey. I also think it's really important to maintain a safe environment, and that's a no-brainer for a teacher. But you know, as leaders, we're looking to create an environment that is intellectually safe as well as physically safe, and of course emotionally safe also. And if nobody feels safe in the classroom, we can't progress as a community. We can't feel that sense together. It's also important to expand learning opportunities, and I think that goes back to the emergent model, where if we're really paying close attention to who the children are as learners, we have the opportunity to grow with them in the subjects, in the field of interest where they will stand to grow. And I just want to... One thing in my classroom that is very important is encouraging volunteerism. I really want the student teachers that work with me, my co-teacher that works with me, but most importantly the families, to feel a sense that this is also their classroom. And I think you really are a dynamic leader when you are taking the best bits that everybody has to give and making it work for the children. So that's, you talk about leadership styles. And leadership really in an ECE classroom is just about harnessing the energy, the pure, beautiful energy that's there from each participant, and making something good happen of it, giving people opportunities to shine, especially the children. That's what a great leader makes in the preschool classroom. And last, one huge part of my work that I really want to make sure children leave the classroom with, and this is my own personal slant, is on environmentalism. I really truly believe that the children that we're teaching now, they are going to be charged with solving the problems that we've created on this earth, especially in terms of environmental pollution and sustainability. We need to raise heroes right now who are going to take these problems seriously. And so I kind of feel like when we talk about leadership, what we really want to do is create little activists who are going to go into the world with great practices, and more importantly, an inspired mind for meeting these challenges. And I feel that we are constantly just kind of throwing the stone in the pond and seeing where the ripples will flow in all of this work. This is our great opportunity, and if we're going to be raising great leaders out in the world, out in our communities, I think where it really starts is in our classroom. We'll stop there for a sec.